Hey everybody, I'm Trish Christ. In this episode of Our Nashville, NECAT and our super crew of teenagers spend some time with Rejoice School of Ballet. Executive Director Patricia Cross and her team are going to show and tell us all of the cool things they do in our community. Are you ready, Patricia?
Yes.
Are you ready, super crew?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started.
It's our Nashville.
It's our Nashville.
It's our Nashville.
It's our Nashville.
We all know how to talk about our organization during meetings, but what about the chance encounter of a lifetime? You never know who may share your next elevator, notice your logo on a notebook or a tote bag, and ask what you do. What's the clearest, most persuasive thing you can say in a short elevator ride?
So, motivated by Christ's love, Rejoice School of Ballet empowers youth by training, nurturing, and celebrating dancers from diverse racial, socioeconomic, and cultural backgrounds. And our goal is to teach excellent classical ballet, and then we also teach 4 pillars, which are health and nutrition, spiritual formation, life skills, and diversity.
Patricia, I have crossed paths with you so many times over the last decade, maybe,
Right.
that I couldn't be happier to have you sitting here in the studio to tell your story, where not just me, where others can hear all of the cool things that happen at Rejoice School of Ballet.
Well, we are extremely thankful for this opportunity, and it's been fun running into you over the years at different venues and different situations.
For me too.
Right.
So my first question for you, and I know you're going to be humble, but I'm still going to ask. I'm still going to ask you. Tell me about the visionary dancer and how she came up with the idea to create Rejoice School of Ballet.
Well, I have danced all my life since I was 4 years old, and I'm not going to tell you how many years that is. And I realized probably about 20 years ago how expensive ballet training is and how it's just not accessible to children from low-income families, and it broke my heart because I love ballet, I love children, and I want everyone to have the opportunity to study classical dance if they're interested. And so, I started out at a little church in East Nashville called Exum Chapel, and we started out with 10 students. And when I saw, and somehow I got money, I don't even know how we weren't a nonprofit at that point, but somehow I got money for ballet bars and leotards and tights and shoes and food for snacks. And these 10 children came every day for, I'm not sure how long it was, but when they stepped up at the bar in their new leotards and tights, I fell in love with them, and I realized this just has to happen. So after that, I went to work to get the nonprofit status started, and that's how it happened.
And time has passed, and students have come and trained and gone on with their lives into the world, and additional teachers have joined your team, I'm sure.
Absolutely. We have 10 teachers.
Wow.
And they are awesome. I mean, I just can't say enough about our teachers. I absolutely love them. We have 3 teachers from Nashville Ballet, and every one of them, maybe people aren't aware how white ballet is, but diversity in the ballet world is just not typical. And so for us for Rejoice School of Ballet to have 3 beautiful African American teachers come and teach at our school, which is so diverse, is just a huge gift. We have Kayla Rouser, who's the principal ballerina at Nashville Ballet, and then Imani Sailors. We just hired her. She just got hired at Nashville Ballet this year. And then Gerald Watson, he stages our ballets every year. So we have those 3, and then we have others that have danced with ballet companies in different areas and have owned ballet or dance schools, and every one of them is just precious, and they love children, they're talented, and they have lots of experience, and I couldn't be more thankful.
When we arrive every what is it? We come every Monday at 4:45, and she just flings open the car door and she doesn't even say goodbye. She's just, "Oh, hi, Miss Tanya," and she's off. She loves it. You could just, you see it in her eyes. She absolutely loves it.
So you use the word children a few times. Let's talk about the ages of your students.
Oh, we start them at age 4, and we take them right up through high school, through age 18.
That's great. And guys and girls?
We do have guys and girls. Unfortunately, we don't have enough boys. We have probably 3 boys this year, and we'd love to have more.
What I seen with him was he made more friends, and seeing more guys dance and do ballet, it let him know that that he could do it. It was okay to do ballet, because a lot of boys now, they don't do ballet, but with him it was okay.
And roughly how many students are part of
We have about 120 students.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No wonder you have so many teachers.
Right, we need them. And we teach at 4 locations in East and North Nashville. We teach at Edgefield Baptist Church, where we have 3 studios there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we teach at East Park Community Center, and they have a gorgeous studio there. And then last summer we started teaching at First Church of the Nazarene, because they have a really lovely studio. And then we also teach at Hadley Park, where they have a good ballet studio.
When I see the little girls who look up at me and look so scared, I'm just like, I was that kid once. I saw the pre-professional track walk by, and I'm like, whoa, I'll never be like them. But it's so cute to watch them dance and just dance their heart out, and I just remember me when I was little.
Can anyone in the right age group participate? Is there a selection process?
Anyone and everyone. We want everyone who wants to study ballet to come. And we charge on a sliding scale, so they pay tuition according to their income, and that has done a beautiful thing as far as creating the diversity at Rejoice. So we have low, middle, upper income students, we have all different races and all different cultures, and almost everyone pays. However, we have a couple of students that really wouldn't be able to come if they had to pay anything. And so we give them a full scholarship, because we want everyone.
Which fits right with your vision of money should not prevent you from learning this beautiful art form if you want to.
We want this to be accessible to absolutely anyone who wants to come.
I wanted to enroll her in a ballet program because I wanted her to make certain that her self-confidence was in check. As well as I wanted her to make friends. I wanted her to learn how to focus. I wanted her to learn discipline, and I knew that ballet would be just a wonderful activity for her.
I just feel like ballet inherently teaches discipline and teamwork, and how do you work hard, and how do you overcome an obstacle and get to do triple pirouettes when you couldn't even do one, 3 months ago. It just teaches so many life skills that I know is going to help our students when they get out of high school and go on and out into the world.
You mentioned health and nutrition. Tell me a little more about how you instill those values.
Well, some of our students are at the studio 14 hours a week. And so
that's a part-time job.
It is a part-time job. And so we offer them snacks, and we try to offer them healthy snacks, and just encourage.
You're not giving French fries to your dancers, Patricia?
No, we don't. They eat them on their own, but we try to offer them healthy snacks and just encourage them that you need to fuel your body, because ballet is really hard and strenuous, and so your body needs to be fueled, but you don't want to waste calories on chocolate, which I love, but or soda and stuff like that. We have water, and so that's one way. And then we sometimes have speakers come in and talk about the different pillars and give them information that might help them. So that's how we incorporate that into our program.
They have a safe place to go, and they are free to be themselves. And not only that, we can, the children are able to put in different things from each other, and we can put it together and make something big. And everybody's just so proud of what they do. And not only that, that's important to the girls and the guys, because it's love. We don't discriminate, you know. We just, here at Rejoice, we show so much love, is where they want to come back.
I sense that you, when you are helping a student grow as a dancer and as a young person, you're thinking about their future too.
Right, right.
What futures have you seen over the years in terms of dance? What happens when someone ages out of your program and goes on into the world?
Well, we've had several that have gone on to college, not in dance, but they've gone on to college. One graduated last year in it was something to do with health. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But anyway, I'm really proud of her. She's done a great job of going through the college, and she has a good job now. We have a relationship with Nashville Ballet that I am so grateful for. Rejoice School of Ballet is the official mentor school of Nashville Ballet, and so our students receive free tickets to like the Nutcracker or Swan Lake. They do workshops for our students at their campus, and then several of our students just auditioned for the Nashville Ballet Summer Program and got in and got scholarships. Yeah, and then the other thing that we do, when I see a student that I think is really talented and is working hard and has a good attitude, I recommend them to Nashville Ballet, and they will audition that dancer and determine if they'll be a good fit in their school. And so last year we did that, and we have one student that was accepted into their academy program. She was accepted in level 5, and just this month went up to level 6, and they have 7 levels. So she's doing really well. And the awesome thing is she got a full scholarship.
That has to make you so proud.
Oh, absolutely. And she's beautiful, and she's thriving over there, and I'm so thrilled that she really thinks she wants to be a dancer, and so this is an opportunity for her. She outgrew Rejoice, and we could send her on to Nashville Ballet.
That's awesome.
So we have maybe another one this year. And of course,
that has to inspire the other
heart
students
breaks
too.
because I hate to send them on, but we have to do that because it doesn't really break. I'm so thankful that they have that opportunity.
Sure.
Sorry.
No, I agree completely. I was just thinking it must inspire the other students too.
Yes,
when they see one of their fellow dancers.
Absolutely.
Making the leap, no pun intended.
Yeah, it's just a wonderful thing for everybody.
When I was little, I didn't have much to do. I'd do school and I'd be outside for most of my life. And then I met somebody who danced here, and I was like, well, Mom, I want to do dance. So I just started going here, and I got into the lowest pre-professional track, and now I'm here after, this is my 9th year.
Okay, here's a toughie for you.
Okay.
What is ballet?
Oh, wow. Well, ballet it started in Italy in the 1500s, and so it's a very old art form. It quickly traveled to Paris, France, and Paris was the first place where there was actually a ballet school. Originally, it was the royalty that did the dancing, and that's why I believe the whole ballet posture has filtered down. It's part of ballet. It's a huge part of ballet today, and it started with the royalty. That's who they were, and that's how they walked. And so then in Paris, France, they started a ballet school, and that's where they started naming the steps. And so if you go to a ballet class anywhere in the world, pretty much, it's all in French.
That's right.
The ballet steps are in French. And so then it traveled from Paris to Russia, and Russia's had a huge influence on ballet. And then it went to Denmark and England and came to the United States in the early 1900s, I think, is when the first ballet dancers came here and were trained. And it's usually done to classical music. It has a very strict code of technique, and it's been passed down from dancer to dancer all these years. And back in the early part of ballet, they didn't have videos or anything like that, so it was just transferred from dancer to dancer, basically. So, and it just has an etiquette that's followed through that I love. At the end of the class, the students bow to their teacher and thank them, and I think it's just a lovely way of teaching our students to respect each other and teachers and just be respectful people.
Every class has a structure, so like there'll be pliés or tendus mainly first, and then you'll do bigger things that mainly just help strengthen you, and then you'll go into the center and you'll kind of put all those things to work to do like jumps or turns and things like that.
Fifth or first, that's right, Nicole. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
For someone watching us right now who is inspired to get involved at Rejoice School of Ballet and wants to help you further your endeavors with your students, what could they do to get involved and to help you?
Well, thank you. They can go on our website. It's www.rejoiceballet.com. And we are also on Facebook. They can go on and Instagram and Twitter. They can go on all of the social media. I think a great way would be, we have a performance coming up in February of the ballet Coppelia. And so if somebody wanted to really get a sense of what Rejoice is about, if they came to the performance, I think they would really understand what we're doing. And then, of course, I'm always willing to speak with anybody if they want to volunteer or get involved in some way.
Those are all wonderful ways. Let's talk a little bit about performances in general without attaching any specific dates to them, because I know you do them every year.
Right.
Would attending a performance be a good way for someone to get a feel for what Rejoice does?
Absolutely, absolutely. So this year we're doing the classical ballet Coppelia, and we've done several in the past, and they're just so much fun. And as I said, some of the students are in the studio 14 hours a week. Wow. And so for them to have this opportunity to then perform it's just wonderful for them, and they grow so much technically and artistically. For instance, Coppelia is a ballet where there's a lot of acting and character parts, and so they get to learn how to do that, and that's just a wonderful experience for them. And also, it really builds teamwork because they're working together on something that everybody enjoys, but is also kind of scary and difficult.
Performances are really fun. It's just like really stressful and really tiring, and just so much fun to be like with all of your friends and like the fray of everything. And it's really fun to be out on stage and watch people like watching you, I guess. It's really cool to watch people come and see what you've been doing.
Last year, we did an amazing ballet called Psalms, and Gerald Watson choreographed. It was original ballet, and it was based on racism, slavery, and civil rights.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Those are heavy
powerful.
topics.
It was. And we hired a counselor whose specialty was dealing with that to talk to our students beforehand. And so it was just an amazing growing experience for them. And the feedback we got from the audience was, we were a little worried. Gerald and I we worked on this together at the beginning, and we were a little concerned whether this would be accepted or not, but the feedback from the audience was amazing. And so we performed it again at Trevecca in October, and we're applying for a grant to perform it again next year. We want to do it every year. So anyway, the
littles all the way up through teenagers?
Well, they have to be, we have what we call the pre-professional track program, and so that is students who have had 2 years of ballet training, and they're 8 years old, and they audition, and then if they get accepted into the program, so they're 8 years old up to 18-year-olds.
Say I'm a parent or an aunt or a grandparent, and I think, ooh, I know a young person in my family that I want to involve at Rejoice. What are the steps I take? How do I get a child involved in your school?
Okay, we have registration in August for the school year.
Okay.
The school year is the day after Labor Day through the first week in May, or the second week in May. And so we advertise that on our website.
Great.
And people come and register, and we get them all set up. Also, we provide dancewear for our students.
That's important.
So, and that's for everybody. It's not just for the low income, because we want everybody to have access to nice dancewear. So they'll come and register, and we'll figure out what their tuition is, and we'll get their students fitted for the dancewear, and then they're all set to go.
Is there a selection process, or if a person shows up and does what you just described, that child
There's
is now
no
in school?
selection process.
Fantastic.
They just come and sign up.
Something that happens at NECAT that I personally think might be the best thing that happens at NECAT is strangers from different parts of the community, different ages, different jobs, different everything, different languages sometimes, find themselves in the same TV production class here. They strike up friendships, they end up working on each other's TV shows, and I don't know if those folks would cross paths in the grocery, the post office. I don't know if they would, if this might be the only place that these friendships happen among NECAT members.
Right.
I'm guessing you have something similar that happens among your students.
We do, and I love that you have that here too. It's just beautiful. Our students, as I said before, they're from all different races, cultures, and socioeconomic backgrounds, and they do become friends, and they really support each other. And when somebody comes in from outside and watches them, they're just amazed at how they work together and support each other. It's very unusual. And then the parents too. I mean, we have parents that, I have this one family, they're actually refugees, and they don't have a way to get there to our classes. And so a couple of families have offered to pick them up. They pick them up every single time and bring them back home.
That's great.
So we just want to make sure that it's available for everybody. And the students are really aware of that they get along so well, and that it's not typical. And so they love that too.
Funny how art knocks down walls that otherwise might be around.
It really does, yeah, because they're all there because they love dance. And then they learn to love each other.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
When you see a young person walk into your studio for the first time, what's that like?
Well, you know, I'm so excited for them to come and be able to experience the joy and the beauty of the dance and the music. And, you know, we have some students that come in and they're just, you can tell, they're just incredibly talented. And then we have others that you can tell it's not so much, they may not have the natural ability, but I don't ever discount anyone, because I've had students that came in that looked like they didn't have the natural ability, and they work really hard, and they overcome that, and they become beautiful dancers. So our culture at Rejoice is that every student is valuable and precious and important, and we want to pay attention to every single one of them, because you never know.
Okay, my friend, we are now at the section of the interview that we call the speed round.
Okay.
And it's my favorite part. It's like the game we would play when we were kids, where I ask you a question and the first thing that comes to your mind.
Oh boy. That could be dangerous.
There are no wrong answers, just let it fly, I promise.
Oh, okay.
Think of it as a fast dance with me.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Speed round with Patricia Cross. What is a great age to start ballet?
6.
Why does dance matter?
Because it's beautiful and it's fun and people learn many, many things besides dance.
How many times a day do you laugh at work?
Wow, a lot.
How many times in a performance do you cry at the beauty of your students? A lot.
Probably every time, just thinking about them. I mean, it's just amazing to me to watch them. They're gorgeous.
I can't wait to see them. Name 3 elements it takes to train in ballet.
Perseverance, dedication, and patience.
Name 3 elements that develop when you train in ballet.
Perseverance, dedication, and patience.
Lovely. Name 3 French terms for ballet moves.
Plié, tendu, rond de jambe.
Bend. What was the second one?
Tendu,
Tendu. Tendu, tense,
to stretch.
to stretch.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's sort of the opposite in French.
yeah.
And what was the last one?
Rond de jambe.
Rond de jambe. Leg kick.
Circle of the leg.
Circle of the leg.
Yeah, and
see?
is to develop turnout. So do you speak French?
I speak
You have a
French.
good accent.
I don't dance ballet, but I do speak French. This is an important one, a very important one. What emotion do you most associate with training young people in ballet?
Joy.
And last of all, my friend, what is your website?
www.rejoiceballet.com.
Thank you so much, Patricia.
Oh, thank you. It's been
That's great.
awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it.